Hi, and welcome back to episode 16 of Lanterns of London. We left off on a cliffhanger as the streetlights, the literal lanterns of London, were winking out, getting closer and closer to the Whitechapel matchstick factory where our heroes are lying in wait for the creature that killed Edmund's mother, that killed Skip, to confront it and decide its fate. Nathaniel, as the one who does have a view on the situation, I require, you'll be distressed to hear, a perception notice roll from you.
Oh,
How very dare
is
you.
this to sense danger of any kind?
This is indeed to sense danger of a kind.
+2, there we go. 13 for 3 levels of success.
You can see the tall, pallid figure scrabbling across the rooftops towards the factory. It's possibly about a half mile out, but it's moving with incredible speed, and grace feels like the wrong word. It's not unlike the movement of an insect, but it is fast.
We didn't really discuss a signal, so I'm just gonna flick a coin down into the courtyard and hope the cling of it against the stone will alert everyone to the fact that, well, the game is on. And then I'm gonna take the small rifle and keep that trained on it for the whole time it's coming this way.
Okay. A farthing spins end over end out of the clock tower, skips off a brick, clangs against a drain pipe, and then lands with a small tink at the feet of Alice and Edmund.
Edmund wasn't expecting that. And so he's going to do a bit of... he's going to have been caught off guard by that one. Bear with me for just a second. Yeah, he fully surprises himself with that, and he jumps as he hears that noise. He goes, "Piss and bones!" Sorry, Miss Alice. I was not quite ready for that. I'm guessing that means we should prepare ourselves.
Oh, trust me. And then she already has the sword at her side, but she's just gonna put her hand on the hilt. It's just trust me, I am prepared.
Well, let's just bear in mind that the first thing we want to do is make sure that see if we can have a conversation of some kind with this thing.
I understand, but in the unfortunately likely event that things go wrong, I will be ready.
All right.
In the street outside, the lights dim. The lights at Mrs. Monday's shop wink off, and you hear the sound of a shutter being drawn. Something pallid and far too long moves across the rooftop. Silently, it curls its legs underneath it and leaps, catching the top of the wall, and stretching an arm across, it moves languidly onto the surface, the roof of Edmund's workshop. Moving down the wall, it begins to approach the vial, its head. The large eyes, wall-eyed like a fish, seemingly passing over momentarily Alice and Edmund, as a too-long tongue snakes out, dragging along the cobblestones towards the small patch of blood before you. you taking any steps back?
Yes. Edmund is going to take one step back, and he's going to throw his arms out to the side with kind of palms up and go and say, I believe this is what you would call ambrosia.
Its tongue reaches the small puddle of blood, and it laps it up hungrily, throwing its head back and moaning, Nectar! Oh. It looks around, its eyes now picking you out. You again, you don't have your...
I am not special. You're right. I have not got what you seek. However, you will notice we've been able to provide that nectar which you seek, even though it does not dwell within us.
More.
There are definitely ways in which we can provide more, if that would be valuable and necessary to you. We may be able to come to an accord.
Could you make me a willpower influence roll?
I'm gonna drama point this, everybody. I think that's fair.
Absolutely.
Just a skosh.
21 for 6 levels of success.
Nice.
Tristan, from your angle next to the workshop, you can just see this thing's head. Its neck far too long, and its chin so close to the ground as it looks up at Edmund. I can smell ambrosia. You have more. And it looks around, and its eyes go over to the gate. Your eyes. Your eyes are ambrosia. Looking over at Oliviera, and it starts to pad in that direction slowly. Not running, not sprinting, but...
If they are indeed nectar to you, know that should you take that which is not gifted, this house will offer you no further gifts. I entreat you, consider.
It looks to you, and then looks back to her, and its tongue just stretches across its lips. You will give me more, because her eyes, they're so... And a change comes across its face as it looks back to Oliviera. Catherine? Catherine, is that you? No, you're not. You're too young. Riviera.
It's all right. It's okay. We're not
You're so
here to hurt
old.
you. We're not here to hurt you. What's your name? My name is Edmund. What's your name?
I don't have a name. They took it from me.
Who did?
Men in coats. Men in suits. They took everything. They took what I am. They took my family. They took my home. But Ambrosia... They took everything but Ambrosia, and I need it, and her eyes, and blood. I can smell it. It's close. It's here, and I need it.
Am I
Edmund.
hearing all this?
Yes, you're within earshot.
Well, there is ambrosia spilled on this fertile ground.
The figure turns to you, and in a voice that's so calm and so stately. Not enough. Kill me before I kill her. Please.
Do you truly believe there's nothing that can be done?
Look at me. Look at what I am. What
Who
they
are you?
made of me.
What were you?
My name is Barnabas Rice. Kill me!
Alice is sort of kind of looking at this and doesn't seem like she actually knows what to do. But she does kind of slowly start walking forward with her hand on the sword, and it's just like,
Edmund puts one hand out. Barnabas, I've seen fouler monsters of soul in prettier faces and prettier, nicer clothes. I have seen good men turn to monsters and walk back. You swear to me that there is no other way? And that you won't let us even try?
God, let me. Please. You can see he's physically shaking to restrain himself. And mentioning his clothes, you can see torn and ragged around his waist is the remains of a straitjacket.
uh-oh.
And as he stepped forward, Tristan, you can see along his back needle marks along the spine. Yes, Reno.
Did any of that carry up?
I'm going to say from where you are, you can make me a perception notice roll, but it's carrying.
13 for 3.
Yeah, you can hear that conversation.
I don't want to be the one to pull the first shot, but action has to be taken here. So I'm gonna aim my rifle up and fire into the sky. to kind of jolt everyone into movement at the very least.
I'm going to ask for everyone to roll initiative.
Sorry, give me a second.
Alice finally gets the drop on Tristan,
Mm-hmm.
which fits the positioning.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in the first 3 people to move, even though I have a +5 to initiative.
I mean, even Oliviera just zooped you.
Need to roll for 2 others as well.
You see everything, you just react to it really slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're seeing everything. There's more things for you to react to.
True.
You have a faster processor, but fewer threads.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Is everyone seeing this? Sandra is rolling initiative more than once?
Yeah, because Catherine and Margaret are there.
Oh, okay, cool. Fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I forgot they existed. That's
Continue on.
Yeah, as you were. This is fine.
No, he's gaslighting us. There's monsters.
Yeah.
Alice, at the top of the round, this rifle shot sparks out, and the face snaps up and then looks around in fear, anger. It's difficult to tell.
I will say that because she was so tense and like ready to go at a moment's notice, the gunshot actually made her like almost start in a way. Like she just reacts without thinking, darts forward, and is just gonna take a slash at the monster.
Understood. It's going to attempt to dodge.
Okay. Let me just pull up the thing here. Yeah, so that's with the heavy saber. Well, the hunting saber, I should say. Oh.
Roll of 10 for 1 level of success.
Which it will probably dodge. Yeah,
It
there we
did.
go. I can say that, like, because she was so, like, it was so sudden, it was more of an action of panic, so that's why it was so slow enough that it was able to dodge it.
It braces its hands underneath it and just pushes, and it just boosts up, meters into the air from the force. Are you taking a second action now, or are you keeping it for defensive?
Keeping it for defensive.
Okay. Tristan.
So Tristan is near the workshop. Is there anything else I need to do to like activate the field?
Literally smear blood across
Yep.
the seal and invoke whatever you think is an appropriate evocation.
So Tristan is going to run and almost do like a sliding thing across the seal. He is smearing the blood across it, and as he looks up at this creature, if I can dramatic license just a little, it's with one normal gray eye and one icy cold blue one, and it's Iful bio yafrunden. Yabundan. And then
I don't know what that means. But
it means evil be bound in Old English, and then slams down his fingerprint against the seal.
as you do, this first symbol you've daubed flares with light, and then the 2 next to it all the way around the courtyard until a shimmering wall of light just erupts upwards past the top of the clock tower, sealing it in. That is your action. You have a spare, I believe, if you wish to do anything with it.
I do have a spare. I think, out of curiosity, I'm just going to stand up and I'm going to look at it with that blue eye. Does it have any reaction?
Its eyes do snap to you, particularly as you're daubing the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of alights near the sort of the corner of the workshop that isn't far from you. It's looking at you curiously, definitely.
So it doesn't take anything from the presence?
It seems to be staring at you, but you can't...
Yeah.
It's not reacting the way it did to, say, Oliviera's eyes.
Gotcha.
That's going to bring us to Edmund.
So, where is this creature at the moment?
It's about 10 feet away from you. It is stood on the eave of your workshop's roof.
Cool. Edmund is going to reach into his pocket. He's going to wind up a bright wisp, and he's going to yell out, "Hear me, beast! I offer you up some more ambrosia!" to try and get his attention, and then he's going to release that towards him.
Okay. You open your hand and the bright wisp unfurls, its sycamore seed-like wings spinning as this vial flies up towards the creature's face and just erupts into a bright white flash of light. It cries out in pain and stumbles back as it sort of covers its eyes. Too late. I believe, what was the penalty we agreed that confers to attack and defense?
It was a -2 for 2 shots. -2 for 2 goals.
-2 for 2 rounds. Perfect. Okay. Anything else from Edmund?
Yeah, I'm also going to pick up the shield, because now I basically only have one bright wisp, and that's it.
Gotcha. Margaret is standing in the window and seeing the combat start is going to level her shotgun. She's at slightly greater range than she would usually be, so it's not going to do a ton of damage even if it connects, but she's going to attempt a shot. She rolls a 12 for 2 levels of success. However, it is going to use its second defensive action to attempt to dodge. It fails, though, as this blast of shrapnel just impacts its side. As it does so, it just snarls in pain. And you do see it sort of stumbles back and blood splatters over the tiles as it takes 16 points of damage at that range. At that is going to bring us to Oliviera.
What would happen if I started to walk towards it?
You don't know at this point. It is on the roof of this 2-story building a ways above you. It's right at the edge of like the thing, so it's only about 1 story up, but it is above you as well.
I don't know what counts as actions or not.
Just talk me through what you want to do and we'll work it out together.
I would like to tie a thin bandage around my eyes.
Okay.
And
I will let you
would
just
like
have
to
that for free.
I'd like to use the sight.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to draw 3 syringes from my doctor's bag.
Okay. I will
And
say
3
that will be the...
vials.
Okay. I will say that's probably the extent of what you can do this round.
Okay.
With the sight, you can see through the bandages these flared symbols and like a shimmering barrier between them, and you can see the creature up on the roof is outlined ghostly white.
Is there anything I assume from that?
Not beyond what I've told you. And if you could reduce your life points by 3 for using the sight blades.
I didn't see much of this creature before. What am I making of it at this point, in terms of its form, based on the discussion I had earlier with Edmund?
Could you make me an intelligence doctor roll, please? Because you will have had a chance to observe it before the combat kicked off.
While that roll is rolled, just to make you aware, it wasn't 2 for 2, it was 3 for 3. Apologies.
That's fine, that's all good.
It's only an 8.
In which case, that's 0 in terms of successes, unless you wish to spend a drama point retroactively.
Please. Yes, I do.
Okay. That would push up to a 13, which is 3 levels of success. On 3 levels of success, you've spotted the clothing that sort of clings around its waist and the fact that it's the remains of a straitjacket, which would be used as restraint in an asylum in this time. You spotted the mutated form that it has, the very large eyes, the atrophied nose, the atrophied ears, the distended limbs and fingers with too many joints, all of which is unnatural and a significant change. You can tell that it looks emaciated, as though it's not eaten food in a very long time. Its ribs are showing through its pallid skin. The other thing you noticed were the needle marks down its back, which, given the size, you would associate with something akin to a lumbar puncture that would be used to extract cerebrospinal fluid.
Thank you.
If there's nothing more from Oliviera, I'm going to move to Nathaniel.
My main intention with that shot was to spring the trap, not to start fighting, just to be clear.
That worked out well.
Yeah. Anyway, regrets aside, seeing that Oliviera's trying something, I'm gonna hold back. I can use just my revolvers for parrying, right? Not the rifle?
You can use your revolver for parrying. At this, your revolver is, I'm going to say, just probably within medium range, so I would let you use it for that purpose, yeah.
Okay.
To be clear, parrying would still harm the target.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold off for now. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm holding off.
If you're holding off with the intention of using defensive actions to protect others, I would suggest going full defensive, which means you would get 3 defensive actions rather than the usual 1.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, if he goes for anyone else, then I'm firing, not before that.
Understood. It is his turn. He is going to, sensing the blood on your hand, Edmund, skitter down off the roof and then across the wall towards you, reaching out with these long claw-like fingers. To Tristan, sorry, I think I said Edmund, I meant Tristan. Yeah. He's at a -3 penalty because of the Bright Wisp, but he is going to be essentially slashing at you, trying to get at your hand.
My intention was, I put it down, I'm on the other side of the wall.
Oh, you've done it on the outside.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, that wasn't... I envisioned it being on the inside.
would based on what Katrin and I have done, do I think I can cross it?
You wouldn't be able to cross to the outside of it, no.
So
And it's an internal binding, so you would need to be on the inside to cast it. Was my intention.
oh, okay.
I don't think I necessarily worded that very clearly. I'm sorry if that wasn't quite how you'd imagined it.
It wasn't, but we're gonna flow with it. We're gonna vibe.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
But in that case, you are within reach and he is going towards you.
Okay.
Are you intending to dodge or parry?
You know what? Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna parry with the cane sword.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
a roll of
heavens.
18 with 5 levels of success for 26 damage.
I'm in danger. I take 26 minus 2. I think I take.
Someone else gets the chance to parry as well.
Oh.
I just press attack with the rifle, right?
With the revolver. You can't do it with the
Yes.
rifle.
Right. No.
A gunshot barks off the cobblestone just by his hand as the fingers reach, slashing across your hand, and blood splatters. Yep.
Did you count his -3?
No, I didn't. I did not. Which would put it down to 15, which unfortunately would still be a parry with the revolver, because it would have to be a level above. But it would reduce the damage by 2.
I am going to retroactively drama point. You know what? Fuck it.
This
now.
is... No. I will give you that. That's what it-
no. We're good.
Okay.
This is better.
This is better. Okay, if that's what you want. Okay, but it is 24 points of damage, not 26, as these fingers rake through your upper arm and blood just splatters down around you as you're slammed back, taking with your armor 22 points of damage. He does have an additional action that is going to be at a further -2 penalty, but he's just going for the hand. He's trying to get the hand off you, effectively.
Yeah.
So it's -5. And he fails as you stumble out of the way as the fingers just slam into this barrier, and he just snatches his hand back, grasping his hand in pain. That is his actions. Katrin is going to take her turn to go full defensive as well, so that she can use her actions to protect you in future. Which brings us back up to the top of the initiative with Alice.
Okay. How
actually-
far?
Let me take a step back. Before anyone does that, could everyone who can see the creature, please make me a perception notice roll.
Danger.
You know what, for this I'll say yes.
1 level.
3 levels. No.
Levels.
Sorry.
4
2 levels.
levels.
How
Literally
very
1,
fucking
2,
dare
3,
you?
4. We're escalating perception.
His
4
wounds are
levels, it's a
closing.
15.
Oh
Versus
fuck.
wounds are closing.
Of course.
Oh.
Oh shit.
It's wounds.
His wounds are closing by themselves, visibly. With that, top of the round, Alice.
Okay, so how far away is he right now from Alice?
He is about 20 feet. You can get to him.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, actually, yeah, she would. All right. All right, so she is going to get over there, but having seen that his wounds are closing, she's going for something that's very immediately lethal. She's going to try to like stab into like his body, assuming he was once human because he had a name. She's going to try to stab into where the heart would be from behind.
Okay. Please make your attack roll.
Okay. And for the sake of raised damage, I think I will be drama pointing this.
Okay.
So that'll
It's
make
going
that
to attempt to dodge. It is at a -3 penalty. In fact, -4 because it's also in combat with
Kristen.
Tristan.
Right, very high roll, 8 levels of success. Thank you, drama point. And that's 14 damage, it looks like?
It is indeed 14 damage. He takes that, the blade sinks into his back, and you see his entire form shudder with the weight of the impact, but he doesn't immediately drop or anything like that. This sort of thin white blood is just sinking down from the wound.
Okay.
Cheers to
I'll be
you,
holding my
Jules.
second action for defensive purposes.
Understood. Tristan, that brings us round to you.
So seeing Alice's attack and his whole arm now covered in blood, his fingers like graze the cavalry saber that's at his hip, but instead he's going to still press with the cane sword out of a curiosity. So cane sword, and I'm gonna drama point it.
Okay, he's going to attempt to dodge. This is his second defensive action, meaning it's at a further -2 penalty, plus the ganging up bonus you're getting from Alice means it's at a -6.
I have a point to make. I also count as ganging up.
You do, because you have a particular quality now that you
I
get with your
do.
revolver, so he's at a -7.
Yes.
So I rolled 6 levels of success.
And he failed,
So that's
meaning that
18 damage. Do I see any difference between the attack that Alice made with her sword and the attack that was made with the blessed cane sword?
there is the briefest line of white fire across his form as you slash with the cane sword. It's not as bright as it was when you were fighting back in the house. As to whether or not that's because the blessing has faded or because this is a different kind of creature, you are uncertain.
Fair. And then Tristan is going to very quickly like get back on the back foot, or back towards the ward, back towards somewhere defensive, basically saving the second action for defense.
Understood. That will bring us to Margaret, who is going to struggle getting a bead with Alice a little bit, but she's going to wait for an opening and then take a shot. This is the second of her 2 shells, though. However, the creature is out of defensive action.
Sorry.
Oh,
this
no, it
not
is
gonna-
Edmund. It is Edmund.
It's
You're
going to
quite
come to
right.
Edmund.
It's Edmund next. Sorry, I've got them slightly skewed in the way I've written them down. Edmund
Okay.
next. Apologies.
So Edmund is going to scramble to get his little shield, and then, having seen Tristan, you took quite a battering and damage, didn't you?
Yeah. Tristan's
Cool.
looking hella scathed.
Okay, so Edmund is going to interpose himself between Tristan and the monster and just kind of ready himself and hold that shield. And
Understood.
that is going to be his action.
I will let you take that as going full defensive, meaning you get the additional 2 actions for defensive rolls.
Yep.
That will bring us to Margaret, who, as I say, is going to try and take a shot with her shotgun. This is the second of the 2 rounds that it holds. She rolled a 3, 33, 3 levels of success for 33 damage. It's going to be halved down to 16. Again, this blast just slams into its shoulder and it's pressed against the barrier and then reels back from it. It is now looking significantly more scathed.
In falling into the barrier, does it appear to be... Is it just that it's bouncing off this impassable barrier, or is it that the barrier itself is hurting him in some way, shape, or form?
It doesn't look like it's hurting him so much. It doesn't quite look as simple as him hitting a wall. It looks almost like it's repelling him like a magnet.
Right. Okay.
That will bring us to Oliviera. He is at ground level. He's about 10 feet away from you, 15 feet.
I'd like to retcon something slightly from my last turn. I'd just like to have the syringes, not the vials, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have not taken out the vials.
Would you say that syringes would be preloaded, or would I need vials for various substances?
I will leave that to you. If you would have a substance you would use frequently enough to keep it preloaded in a syringe, I will let you.
Okay. Let's assume that I do. I would like to take action with 3 different syringes. Is that possible within one turn? If not, I can do 2.
I believe you have the one action. It depends. If you're looking to sort of forcibly inject the creature, then that's going to be an action with 1. I would say you could conceivably line up 3 in your hand and attempt to do it, but I would give you a penalty.
First thing I would like to do, I would like to use one of the syringes to draw some of my own blood and place it on the ground in front of the creature.
Okay. That will be an action to do that. You've only got the one this turn.
Okay. I'd like to move forward towards the creature. Is readying a syringe a free action?
I will say you can have it in your hand ready, yes.
I would like to ready a syringe. And I'd like to speak to it, if that is also a free action.
I will let you speak to it as you do this, yeah.
Hello, Dad.
The head snaps up towards you as you say that. You see a moment.
That's end of my turn.
You see a moment of agonised pain on its face before this unnatural hunger just fills its eyes. Nathaniel.
Full defensive again.
Okay. It's turn. And it's going to lunge at Oliviera.
Can I ask where Oliviera is in relation to myself and Tristan?
I'm going to say you're close enough that if you wish to use a defensive action to interpose yourself and effectively dodge using the shield, I will let you do that.
Yep.
Similarly,
Exactly that.
if...
Yep.
Yeah. Is everyone just diving in front of...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
How do we play that?
Yeah, how do you want us to do
I
this?
think we roll. I think as you're taking a hit for someone else, it's going to count as a parry, but you won't do damage back. You're
Right.
effectively taking it on the weapon, but not dealing damage.
And that would count as an unarmed parry, is that correct?
That would just count as a parry. You can parry with whatever because it's using the same stat, as far as I'm concerned. It would be an unarmed parry for you, I think, because you're not wielding a weapon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Similarly, Katrin stretches out her hand and
Oh, what?
I
That's-
DP'd it.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
that makes sense.
Perfectly wise choice. As the creature lunges forward, Katrin reaches out a hand, but the green light flickers for a second. She doesn't quite manage to manifest a ward. And as this hand is reaching towards Oliviera's face, this piece of scrap metal just takes it, and the fingers pierce through, stopping just an inch before they reach Edmund's face as he just grits his teeth and holds it there, shaking. You skid back on the cobblestones until Tristan braces his shoulder and catches you. That will bring us to Katrin, who is going to... She's just going to go full defensive. She just wants to be able to protect you all, so she's just going to be ready to block any other attacks. Alice.
I'm not gonna lie, Alice is hesitating pretty hard, having heard that from Oliviera, but kind of seeing the thing like attack and pierce the shield, she's like, oh, right. And she's once again going to like charge up behind it. This time she's aiming not for the heart, but for like the back of the neck. She wants to like get it through the throat. Let me
Roll
just
me an
pull up
attack.
the thing here. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put forward sort of thing. So at the moment, I've got the shield in my hand, and his fingers are stuck through it.
Yeah.
If I can see Alice coming, I'm gonna like rotate like that to pull his arm up and give an opportunity. And I'm like, I know I can do an interruptive thing with a drama point if need be. I'm happy to play that way.
Oh, if you want to take your act, like do a sudden action,
That's
using a drama
kind of what
point,
I'm thinking. Yeah.
I'll let you do that with it. If you spend a drama point, that
Yeah.
will confer effectively an additional +5 bonus onto Alice.
Yep.
Okay.
On top of the ganging up bonus that you're already all providing.
All right. So here's my roll.
I mean,
5 levels of success.
it's gonna attempt to dodge, but it's at a -3 for the Bright Wisp, but it's a -3 for ganging up. And it's then, so it's -6.
Did you
It
count
rolls
your
a
plus?
12.
Did you add
What?
your +5 for Alice?
Well, the thing is, because she has withdrawal, she has a -2 to just about
Gotcha.
everything. So I added
Cool.
a +3 instead.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
Yeah. You deal 11 points of damage to the creature. It's looking very injured. You can see the very wide cuts where Alice has slashed across it. You can see the buckshot has left holes where Margaret shot it. It is looking injured. Alice, are you using a second action? Are you keeping it for defensive?
I want to have that in my back pocket, just in case.
Okay. Shock, horror, my tea has gone cold. Tristan.
Tristan has the cane sword that he swaps to his left hand, and he pulls the cavalry saber out with his right. And he is going to be using both attack actions to just dance forward, one sword after the other, trying to land slashes as he is, moving through literally every opening he can find.
It's going to attempt to parry because you have, for one, you're facing it, so it can see you coming. It rakes its fingers through the scrap metal that just literally falls to pieces in your hands, Edmund. And then, as Tristan approaches, would you like to roll your attack?
Yep, I will be drama pointing the first attack with the cavalry saber. That is a 28 for 8 levels of success.
It rolled an 18 for 5 levels of success. So you deal 23 points of damage.
And then it's his second attack with the cane sword. 20 for 5 levels of success.
It is out of defensive actions. It has attempted to defend itself twice. And therefore takes the 17 as you just slash twice with this saber. It stumbles back, fresh wounds across its shoulders and arms.
Actually, can I dramatic license on that one?
Please do.
Slashing across with the saber, and then the second action is just almost embedding the cane sword into its shoulder with that little sizzle of white fire. And leaving the cane sword there. So it's just he just has the saber now.
Edmund.
The creature has had 3 actions now, hasn't it?
It's
Or
had its
3
2
turns.
defensive actions. It's had its 3rd turn, yeah, so it's no
Yeah.
longer at the -3 penalty.
Cool. I think now is the best time for me to use my other Bright Wisp, so that's what I'll do.
Okay. You unfurl your hand, and as everyone ducks and guards their eyes, it flares in front of it. It stumbles back, and its back slams into the wall of the workshop.
Cool. I will look around to see if there's anything I can use in a defensive manner. Anything at all? Probably not.
There's nothing loose. You cleared the space before it arrived.
Cool.
Margaret takes her turn, loading shells into her shotgun and snapping it closed, the barrel hot in her hands. Oliviera.
Where's the nearest wound?
Nearest wound would be on its shoulder, where the cane sword is. The nearest one that's unmarked, sort of blocked, would be the other shoulder where the cavalry saber slashed.
Is it reasonable to believe that... I'm sorry, I can't remember how many syringes I readied. Was it 2 or 3?
I think you said you readied. So you had 3 syringes. You have one that's filled with your blood on the ground at your feet. You have another one that is... The other 2
ready.
Are in your hands, yeah.
Okay. I stab both of them into the nearest wound and release the plungers. One with morphine, one with opium. I want to knock this thing out.
Would you make me a intelligence plus doctor roll?
Yeah.
Actually, dexterity plus doctor roll.
I'm going to drama point this. Apologies, I've forgotten how to do that mechanically. Do I just add a 10 to modifiers?
You just add your 10 to your modifiers.
I cannot see what that is. 18, 5 levels of success.
The 3 of you on the ground, Edmund, Tristan, and Alice, surround this creature as it falls back, momentarily blinded against the wall of Edmund's workshop. At which point Oliviera strides up, the white bandage flapping slightly behind her head in the breeze as she reaches forward and plunges 2 syringes into the wound, pressing the plungers down with her other hand. And you hear the creature's breath release. It looks down at her, and you see the hand loom up for a moment, aiming towards the bandage. And as its legs give out, the bandage is pulled from her eyes, and it slides down the wall, looking up at her. Oliviera. I've grown. Darling, you can't let me hurt you. You can't let... Please.
Find a way.
The long fingers reach out, stroke your cheek, brush away a tear. I know you would try, and I'm so proud, but I can't let myself hurt you. And the hand reaches up to the cane sword and pushes it down. The arm falls limp on the cobbles, and it slides sideways, leaving a smear of blood.
I'd like to lean forward. And I'd like to kiss it on the forehead or the nose, whatever I can reach. If I can close its eyes, I'd like to do that.
You can.
I'd like to say I never forgot you. And you never abandoned me. And I'd like to go to Nathaniel, if I may.
Nathaniel would be coming down from the tower.
And I'd like to look him right in the eye and say, is there space?
Space.
Is there space? And are there enough men and enough shovels?
We'll make space. And we'll gather men and shovels.
And then I think she would leave.
Just so I'm aware, where is she going?
She doesn't know yet.
Is she leaving the factory? She's going out to the streets.
Mhm.
Okay. The rest of you, Margaret and Katrin, will come out. Margaret doesn't take her eyes off the remains against the workshop. I didn't quite catch all of that. What's going on?
I don't think it's my place to say. But, we need to, we're going to bury him.
I'll arrange for a horse and trap. And a tarp. She almost walks out onto the streets with the shotgun crooked in her arm, thinks better of it and heads back inside and comes back out with a heavy coat and walks out into the night.
Tristan turns to anyone who's still there, and he's still got the one icy eye, and he just says, holding out his hand, "Axe."
Is there one around, or?
You'd have to go looking for one.
I'm assuming
Okay.
either a fire axe somewhere or, something from Edmund's.
I would put forward I would have an axe in my workshop handy. So I would go and get that and bring it back. And I'd want to check Tristan because I know he took a battering.
Oh, Tristan is extremely bloodied.
Yeah.
At this point, his left arm is just kind of hanging there, but he'll take
Sorry, go ahead.
He'll take the axe with the right hand. He's going to take the thing's head off. He doesn't trust it being in one piece.
I'm going to say other people get a chance to react to you attempting to do that.
If you walk to the remains with the axe, Nathaniel is going to stop you.
Okay, roll willpower.
Sure.
Difficult.
Elliot, would you like to describe the feeling that affects Nathaniel?
You look at Tristan, and in that one cold eye, you see very briefly a flash of who you were, and you can feel the weight of judgment in a way that I suspect a priest would be intimately familiar with. And you know that it's your own.
I'm going to say you're rooted to the spot for a moment. I'm going to make a roll for someone else because someone else would also attempt to intercede at this.
I would say Alice kind of looks for a moment like she wants to, but she ends up not.
She rolled that wrong. A green barrier flickers above the remains as you go to bring down the axe. Tristan. Not him, not like this. Don't do this. Please.
Tristan throws the axe so it catches in the wall of the workshop and blinks away and runs.
Okay. Just out into the streets.
Yeah.
Does anyone who remains in the courtyard wish to do anything before Margaret's return?
I have a bunch of things I want to do, but I would need to leave for that. So, not really.
Yeah, I'm...
Time is it?
At this point, it's about 11 at night, getting towards maybe midnight.
Thank you.
Is Katrin still lingering around?
Catherine's still there.
I would head into the workshop.
About half an hour later, there's the sound of hooves. Margaret leads.
Actually, I just had a thought. Could I do one quick thing as a sort of in between there?
Sure.
She's going to approach Katrin and just say, if I may, I'd like to make a request of you. You have plants upstairs, yes? Medicinal ones?
Yes.
Do you happen to have rosemary among them?
I do.
Then my request is that I would like to take a sprig of it.
I'll go fetch it. I'll go fetch it.
Thank you.
She comes back a short while later with a sprig of rosemary that's been cleanly cut.
Thank you.
Margaret returns. The sound of horse hooves echoing against the cobblestones as horse and trap pull through the large gate and into the courtyard. There's a series of heavy tarps across the back. Right. Nathaniel, Alice, Katrin, work with me. I don't think... She doesn't need to see this again.
Understood.
She goes to reach for the cane sword, but then just sort of pulls her fingers back, places them against her mouth.
Would you like me to do it?
Would you mind, love?
She does it very easily, quickly, cleanly, doesn't flinch. Just...
Between the four of you are able to move the remains onto a tarp, wrap it, place it on the back of the horse and trap. I think there's some shovels that I can grab from the basement. Other stuff we'll need. I don't know whether or not Edmund's got any or... Margaret just moves off. Anusha, where does Oliviera find herself?
Are they all at the church at this point?
They will be soon. If there's nothing you wish to do in between, we can simply have that be the next point where we catch up with Oliviera.
Okay.
Is that what you prefer?
Yep.
Tristan.
Tristan has tried to clean himself up as best he can and is walking, trudging towards probably closer towards in whatever direction King's College would be.
Edmund, you hear the trap being loaded. You hear the others preparing to leave. Do you leave the workshop?
No, Edmund doesn't. Edmund continues with his work.
Okay. Nathaniel, Alice, Catherine and Margaret take the trap across the streets to reach St. Hubert. They arrive to find Oliviera stood by the entrance to the graveyard. Nathaniel?
How many points of my pulling strings for the Whitechapel Commons do you want? For me to wake a florist in the congregation up and take every flower they have to put it on the trap?
I'll let you just use one for a local business person.
I'll also retcon that although I don't go out to help and I don't get involved, when Margaret comes to knock to check if I've got equipment, I mention in passing a location in the graveyard that would be appropriate for that to be used.
The casket, rather the trap, is festooned with flowers as it reaches the graveyard of St. Hubert's. And between those of you there, you bend your backs to the work of digging a grave. Is there anything you wish to add to this scene?
There's something Alice wants to do, but it's going to happen after the body's been buried and everything.
Among the flowers, are there any lilies?
There are.
I throw one in. And I throw in a rose as well.
I'd also, I'd like to unlock the doors of St. Hubert's and light enough candles for the light to peer through the stained glass window. A father shouldn't be buried in the dark in secret.
Coloured lights illuminate saints. Cast out into the graveyard as you bury Barnabas Rice.
There are forget-me-nots, so I put one of those in too.
Soil joins the flowers you have placed beside him. First handfuls and then shovelfuls. Catherine wordlessly disappears for a few minutes and returns with Thomas Cooper, Mary and his eldest son, Thomas Jr. in tow, and they join in the labour silently till the grave is filled. Father Nathaniel performs the last rites as the moon looks down impassively. Is there anything else you would like to do to close this out?
This scene or this session? Sorry, just to clarify.
This scene. But I will be cutting to someone else after this.
Okay, because I've got something I want to do before the end of the session, if that's all right, but it can wait for whatever you want to do.
I will bear that in mind.
Thank you.
Alice is going to wait until everyone else is starting to leave, and then she's going to approach the grave, take out the sprig of rosemary, and lay it there. In the language of flowers, rosemary equates to remembrance. I won't forget what they did to you. And you don't have to worry. We'll take care of her. And she's gonna give a little like almost curtsy to the grave, and then she's gonna go on her way.
I have a question
Certainly.
as I'm leaving. Is Skip's buried in the same graveyard, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Are any of us aware of that? Okay.
I think
Only
that may have been
Tristan.
done in silent. Yeah, I think that may have been done separately without people's knowledge.
Yep,
Only
only
Tristan.
Tristan.
In any case, as Olivia is leaving, she is also keeping victims of the creature that her father became in her thoughts.
I understand. The same moonlight shining down on all of you shines down on the stately buildings of King's College London as a bloodied and ragged Tristan reaches it. Tristan?
So he's not heading to the college itself, but he is heading nearby to the residence of an old mentor by the name of Simon Rockfort. And he knocks at the door with his good hand and just kind of stands there and grabs at when some remaining trickles of blood start to go down. He grabs at them to keep from staining the wood of the little stairs that lead up to his home, his door.
A flickering light illuminates the window by the door for a moment, at which point the door opens. Simon has stood there. By Jove! Tristan? What earth's happened to you, man? Come in, what?
Tristan steps in, suddenly very aware of how bloodied he is as he looks at all this presumably nice furniture and starts laughing a little bit, just in a slightly manic way. If you have ever had any affection for me, I have 3 small requests.
Spit it out, man.
A basin of water so I can stop bleeding on your very nice carpet, and whatever of those substances that you might have on hand, and then no questions until tomorrow morning. I cannot be in this world right now tonight.
Consider it done. And he steps back into the house, closing the door behind you both. Which is where I will end that scene, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Anusha. You had one final thing you wished to do.
At some point before dawn, Oliviera writes a number of letters. One for each of the party, and one for Charles. She leaves these letters under people's doors. And depending on what's more convenient, she can either post Charles's or leave it with someone else with a request that it be delivered to him. I don't mind.
Okay.
It's up to you whether you want me to say what's in the letters. But
I can help out with this a little bit. Edmund's still awake. Edmund doesn't sleep that night at all, and so as soon as the letter slides under his door, he will go over, pick it up, open it, and read it.
for those we love, and and those we have lost. I swear, inextinguishable hatred. Meet me at Carfax. Oh, Rice. She goes to Fenchurch Station, and she catches the first train to Purfleet.
I think that is where we will end episode 16 of Lanterns of London.
Thank you.
See you
Boy,
next time,
howdy.
everyone.
Golly.